Hello everyone, my name is Jolliver and welcome back to ARK Survival Evolved. Unfortunately, I did record all this and stuff, but the audio messed up, which was very annoying. So that means I am now re-recording my audio, which means it's not going to be in sync with what's probably on screen. But I will do my best to say everything that I said before. Hopefully I don't miss anything out. But anyway, so where we was before, I got to making this house. I haven't got a roof, obviously, but I have the walls all built. I have a storage box and the campfire, and I did want to tame a parasaur in this video because I've been saying I wanted to record to tame a dinosaur, and a parasaur was what I really wanted to do because it's one of my favourite dinosaurs, and I actually have a Parasaur saddle, so as soon as I'm level, 10 I think it is, I will be able to then ride it. The only problem was I wasn't sure how to actually knock it out to make it unconscious, and then I can actually tame it. So here I'm looking through, and I wanted to see what level I needed to get to use the bow and arrow, as then I'd be able to use the narcotics with an arrow to then make the tranquilizer arrows, and that way I'd be able to knock out the dinosaurs a lot easier, like a whole bunch easier. The problem with punching them or using a club is, especially with this type of dinosaur, they are very fast. As soon as you punch them, you punch them and it gives you a few seconds before it starts running, and I punched it, as you can see later on, and when you punch them, they run so fast, so it's really hard, which is why I originally thought that I'll just get a bow and arrow and use tranquilizer arrows. So, but obviously I think that was level 15 you had to be to get them, which is a big problem because that I'm only, I don't know, I think I'm level 6 or something. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, level 6. I've collected a fair amount of berries and stuff. This is then so that I can go and tame the Parasaur. I think the Parasaur's special berry, well, I say special berry, I mean the most effective berry for that dinosaur, I'm pretty sure is I think you say it as a Maho berry, or Majo berry. The purple ones. I'm pretty sure that they're the most effective for the dinosaur, and then I think, I'm not 100% sure, but when you tame a dinosaur, you can only level it up to a certain level from where you first got it. So I don't know, if a dinosaur's at level 10 maybe, you could get it up to 40 or something like that. I think I don't know, it's around about 30-ish levels you can get it to higher. But I think if you use the special berries for the type of dinosaur or special meat or whatever that goes with the dinosaur, it actually makes it able to have a higher level, if I'm not mistaken. This is quite beneficial for some people if you do want to get it maxed out as best as possible, because say you want to upgrade a dinosaur so much that it's really strong or really fast. With a Velociraptor, you might want to make it as fast as possible because they're really fast already. So if, say, that might be your run dinosaur, so you could upgrade it a lot on its speed, and then upgrade it a lot, well, not a lot, but it's a little bit on its attack or something, and then you can go out and attack some small dinosaurs or a little bit bigger dinosaurs like a Triceratops or something. I don't know if that would take it out or not, probably would, but yeah, so that might be your run dinosaur. Or you might have, I think it's called a Phomia or something. It's kind of like a pig type dinosaur, and with that you'd use that probably for holding things, because I think they can be upgraded to be quite strong and hold a lot of items. and sometimes fairly heavy items as well, like I don't know, rock, metal, I don't know, wood, other heavy things. So yeah, that's what that type of dinosaur probably I would use for that purpose. But things like the Triceratops is very good for knockback. I've realised when I've attacked them previously, and it's also one of them type of dinosaurs that, if when you ride, you can use it for the ability to hit plants, and then with that, it's a lot easier to collect berries. Like a lot, you get a lot more berries from it. I'm pretty sure when you swipe with your tail of the dinosaur rather than actually just going up to the plant and picking it yourself with your hands. So that's a much more effective way of getting berries. I think you can get like 20, well, sometimes I think you can be lucky to get about 20 berries from one plant. I think, I'm not 100% sure, but it might be 20 berries of each type. So say when you normally get, I don't know, 3 armor berries and, I don't know, 2 tinto berries, you might get 20 armor berries and 15 tinto berries or something like that. I don't know, something like that. And I'm pretty sure, not 100% sure, but fairly sure that the dinosaur I'm trying to get now, the Parasaur, has the same ability as the Triceratops, so it can also swipe its tail, which is one of the reasons why I do want to get the Parasaur. Also for its speed, because it's a fairly fast dinosaur. Because when you punch it and stuff, it runs pretty fast. So I noticed how fast it was, which meant I wanted to get it myself and ride it, and then I can get away from predators fairly quickly. Although raptors obviously will probably outrun me. But I think there's I don't know how new the dinosaur is, but I think it's fairly new. The Oviraptor, I think it's called. And they're actually not hostile. They don't come after you. They actually run away from you, even though it's a raptor, and it is extremely fast. I don't know whether you can ride it or not, but it is very fast. So if you can ride it, that would be something I definitely want to get eventually. I also want to get the flying dinosaurs. I can't remember what they're called, the actual name of them, but yeah, I would love to be able to fly around the whole island and see what I can find. I think there are bosses eventually that you can do, which will definitely help for me to actually have the flying dinosaurs, because then I'll be able to see where they are and fly straight back. And I'm pretty sure they can actually pick up other dinosaurs. I don't know if they have to be like a certain heaviness, if you know what I mean. So not too heavy. I don't know, but yeah, they can pick up dinosaurs. Pretty sure they can pick up things like a dodo, obviously, because it's very small. I think they can pick up a dilo. And I think I've seen someone pick up one of those monkeys before. I can't remember what they're called, but it's like a fairly big monkey, not the really small ones that go on your shoulder, the middle-sized ones. I think it's called a Methapicus or something like that. I don't know, I'm not sure. Sorry for that pronunciation. That was horrible, but you know what I mean. Well, I think you can pick up roughly that size. I'm not sure if you can pick up any higher, any bigger, because I've never seen it, but yeah. But here I am taming a dodo. I ended up calling it Jason, which had then later died. Well, actually, no, it didn't die. It, as you can now see, it had unfortunately crashed, and I don't know why, but it did. It crashed. I tried going over to the purple beam in the sky, which I think is a supply crate, and maybe it was the colour. I don't know, but maybe I should just not go over to supply crates, or maybe I should not just go over to purple ones. I don't know, but I don't know. It just crashed. So I lost I lost the dodo, and I came back in, and when I got back in finally, the dodo was again wild. So I thought, right, I'm gonna spear it to the head. it was a male level 3 dodo, so it wasn't too big. I just wanted to tame something because I'd never really tamed anything before. So yeah, I tamed that, and then obviously it crashed, so I killed it for hide and meat, and then kind of went off to explore in the inlands, because I had found this thing that it kind of looked like bamboo. This is going to be so basic to most people if you've played it before, but if you haven't, basically there's this bamboo type stuff. It's exactly the same as a plant, in the way that it gives you berries. It doesn't actually give you bamboo. So yeah, I thought that was quite cool because there's actually a lot of it in the forests and stuff. So that was a very easy way to collect berries and stuff, which is what I did collect berries for the dodo. That's how I collected them. But I thought this was really weird. I've managed to find this weird wall as if it was some sort of building once. But I'm the only one on the server, and it kind of looked like it was supposed to be there, and it broke a long time ago, which I think was pretty cool. Didn't even know you could find that kind of stuff, because obviously I've never really done much on ARK, and it's an amazing game. Only problem with it is it's very poorly monetized, so I'm having to play it on like medium quality just to get, I don't know, I think it's like 50 FPS I can get out of that. Just under 60 FPS ish. But if it was better optimized, my PC can probably, well, it can run it at ultra if I wanted it to, but it starts getting a bit choppy at high when I'm doing a lot of stuff. So I put it on medium because it doesn't look too bad, and I can get just under 60 FPS on it. Whereas if I was to do it high or ultra, it'd get very choppy and laggy, and it would be a bit frustrating, not only for me but for the people watching, like you guys. So yeah, that's what I decided to do. I decided to put it on medium. But here, I as you can see, I started trying to punch the Parasaur, and I find out it's too quick, and I'm not going to do that. I tried going round to try and block it into a rock, but it didn't happen. And then I found this one here. Now this one, I was pretty sure was stuck, and it's level 15, female. So I started punching her. She was stuck, and she got unstuck, and she started running, which was so annoying. But luckily for me, as you can now see here, I think, here you can now see I go round here, and then it gets stuck in a rock, which is very good for me because I can now punch it and knock it out, which did actually happen. Yeah, I punched it and knocked it out, and then started feeding it a bunch of the Mayho berries, which is its obviously best berry to use. And luckily for me, I eventually, after a long time, I managed to tame it, which I then went on to call Jason, because my dodo died and I like the name Jason, and I thought I'd bring it to the new one, and I call it Jason. Even though it's a female, I still call it Jason because I don't care. I call her what I want, yeah. So yeah, I called it Jason, and I do want to try and level up its stats to get to quite fast dinosaur, and be able to hold a little bit, a fair bit, because it's probably going to be my run dinosaur until I get a raptor or something like that. But as you see here, I just killed a dilo, and I was actually playing not long ago off camera, and I was being chased by a velociraptor and 2 dilos, and I managed to get on top of a rock so that they couldn't attack me and I didn't die. But excuse me, the dilos tried to attack me and spat, but they actually spat at the velociraptor, which meant that those 3 started fighting. So the dilos fought the velociraptor, and the dilos actually took it out, which I was really impressed about, because there's only actually 2 Dilos, and I didn't think they were that strong. So if 2 of them can take out a Velociraptor, I thought, oh, I might as well get a small army of like 3 or something, 3 or 4, because I think they're actually really strong. You can get them incredibly strong. Here I only killed like a level 2 and stuff like that, but when I don't know, I think the ones that chased me were like level 15 or 16. So if I can get them up to like that high, even just that high, and have like 2 or 3, they can easily take out a Velociraptor, which will be a major help when I'm going out to explore, because I do not want to keep dying. I don't think they're going to be very good against like T-Rexes and things like that. I'm going to have to use actual Velociraptors for that, but things just going against like Velociraptors and all that, that should be a big help. So I will be getting that soon. I did want to also do my roof of my house in this episode, but I didn't actually get round to it because Jason was a big priority in this episode, because I really wanted to tame the dinosaur, like desperately, because I think I've been talking about that in the last 2 episodes and I haven't got one yet, so I really wanted to get one at least. And I couldn't even keep Dilo Jason, so no, not Dilo, Dodo Jason. So I thought, why not? I'd get Parasaur, and I have the saddle for it as well. So I thought I'd go for that. But yeah, it took a very long time to tame Jason. Although that would probably be accounted as nothing compared to other dinosaurs, because I'm pretty sure that I've seen people try and tame dinosaurs for hours, like not even in the game hours, just literally hours in real life, like 3 or 4 hours, because I don't know why the game developers or whatever have made it this long to tame dinosaurs, but it's definitely made it rewarding. Definitely, once you've finally got a dinosaur after all that time of collecting resources and actually taming it itself. So I think in one respect it's a good thing that they've made it so long, because it's so rewarding at the end, but it is a bit tedious trying to tame it and getting all the resources and stuff. I actually spent an hour recording this episode, and I know it's going to get chopped down a lot because I don't want it that long, and most of it is just collecting berries, so it's not really that exciting. But here I didn't realise there was an egg next to that dodo I just killed, but oh well. Life goes on. I think eventually you can make eggs into kibble, if I'm not mistaken. I think kibble, I've only ever seen it been used once, but the kibble, I think you can use it for taming, and it's a very good way to tame, because it's one of those really strong things. But I think you can also get a gold chunk or gold piece or something like that. It's a piece of gold, gold nugget or something like that, and you can use it on the dinosaurs as a way to tame them, and it's very effective. You use that and some sort of jar thing, which I've seen. I think it's Slipgator. If any guys out there know him, I think he's got a million or whatever subscribers, so he's quite big. And I do like watching his videos. So, but yeah. So anyway, he done it. I'm pretty sure. With a piece of gold and a weird jar thing when he tamed something. So I should hopefully be able to do that, because he tamed it very quick, like seconds, and he tamed like really good dinosaurs, and I was like very impressed with it. So I don't know what level you have to be to get them. I don't know whether you find them or craft them. I don't know, but I think actually that I saw him get the gold thing from a gold dodo, and it seemed very hard to kill because he didn't die very quickly. But yeah, so I think that's what you got to do to get the gold thing, but you also need to get the jar. So whatever that is, leave a comment down below if you know what they are, what I'm talking about, and how to actually get them, because it'd be very helpful. But yeah, so I will be trying to get them eventually. I don't know whether you find them or make them or whatever, but yeah. But I eventually get my Parasaur, and I was so excited at this point that I actually managed to get the Parasaur, because I've wanted it for so long, and I finally managed to get it. And it was just, it felt so rewarding that I finally got it after like in the 3rd episode, and it took so long to get. And I was just going out to collect loads of berries, and I come back and there was a berry, there's a plant stuck in a rock. So I tried to mine the rock with my pickaxe just to get rid of the rock, so I could get the plant. And for some reason it wouldn't break. It just took ages to break, and it just ended up not breaking. I just kept going, so I just stopped because it felt like ages since I last checked on him, the Parasaur. And I quickly looked around and had to check him, and as I went in and pressed E on him to get some put some berries into him, it actually come up with the bar to say that I've got him as mine. So that was really cool. And obviously, as I said, I named him Jason, and she, sorry, and she's following me now. And I'm trying to work out how it all works. You know, the neutral and the passive and stuff like that. So I'm trying to see how it all works, and enable wandering, and like, well, I don't want to enable wandering because it ends up wandering off somewhere. And I had to do enable following and all that. But I originally tried to see if it would fit through the door, and then I looked at it and realised it's very big. It's not going through that door. But so yeah, I tried to get it outside, and I got stuck in the door. But I was originally thinking, should I put a wall around him? But then I was like, it's going to take a lot of resources, and then I'm going to have to open or break the walls down to actually get him out of there to use him. So I thought, it's too much. It's too much work for what it's actually worth. So I just kind of, eventually, after I struggled a lot to get him to stay still, I finally managed to get him to stay still, and I put him next to my house. Yeah, so I then had Jason and put him next to my house, and I will be using him probably in the next episode. And I do want to level up a bit more because I want to put a saddle on him, and then I can hopefully get a lot of plants and berries and stuff with him. But then I saw one of these foamiers, or whatever they're called, the pig type dinosaurs, and I threw a spear at it, and it started running away, and it's a lot faster than I expected. So much faster. But yeah, so it outrun me, and then my game crashed again for the 2nd time, which was a bit annoying. But oh well, it crashed. We have to deal with it. So I thought that I'd leave it here because it crashed, and thing is, I was going to kill the foamier so that I could get a lot of meat, because they have a lot of meat on them. I've killed one previously in the past, off camera I think. So I knew it was going to give me a lot of meat, which is why I tried to kill it. So now I've lost one of my spears, although I don't think it's going to have saved, which I'm hoping it saved with Jason. Really hoping there. But yeah, so like I said, I think I'm going to end it here now, guys. So thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry that I couldn't have recorded my voice at the time I was playing the game. That really disappointed me when I went to go back and see the Audacity. Saw that it didn't work. I had to think of something. I didn't want to completely redo the episode because that would have been so tedious. So I thought, right, I'm just gonna have to speak over it because that's the best I can do. It's the best I got. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and again, I'm sorry it couldn't have been live, But if you like me enough and you like my videos enough, then please feel free to like and subscribe, because it's hugely appreciated and it lets me know that you're enjoying my videos, basically. So if you have any idea of a game that you'd like me to play, then please leave a comment or tweet it to me on my YouTube Twitter channel, and I will do my best to play it. The fact that people want me to play a game is just, it's thrilling, it's amazing. I have had some requests from people, and not on YouTube and stuff, like for YouTube, but not on YouTube. I've had people talk to me in real life and on Twitter. They like private message me. So yeah, please feel free to do that if you want to see a certain game up. I have recently bought Broforce, which I definitely said I wanted to get, and I did say I was playing Broforce with my, well, I said I played Expendables with my girlfriend, and I did, and we all know what happened to that. So I think as soon as my girlfriend next come over, I will be doing Broforce with her. And yeah, it won't be the same because she now knows roughly what the controls are. She's probably forgotten by now, but well, I hope so anyway. But yeah, so we'll just have to make the best of what we got. But yeah, so she will be playing soon with Broforce with me, and I probably will be doing games with friends and stuff, and maybe even family on some videos. And if you want to be in one of my videos, we want to play games together, then please message me about that as well. I would love to. It would be amazing. But anyway, this video has gone on for a lot longer than I expected. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video.